Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Grace Regato softball field for Northeastern Conference softball. Link Glasgow taking on Somerville. It was senior night here, and it's actually graduation, so the parents are thrilled that the graduation was today, and they had to play a makeup game, this being 5 o'clock on graduation night. They'll have plenty of time, not a lot of time to celebrate. A base hit up the middle by Grover, the third baseman leading off. Hawkins, the pitcher, pushes the bunt foul. Brooke Warren on the mound, pitches high for a ball. Tries to bunt and misses it. Tries to bunt, and that'll be a strikeout. I thought she bunted one foul. I thought he called a strike on the pitch she tried to bunt and missed. I guess he called it a ball. I guess she said she didn't offer. I thought she did. Popped up. It's going to go on top of the Classical dugout. Hit tomorrow. She was way up close for the slapper. She'll go to first with the play. Grover moves over to second base. Not a sacrifice, but it works the same. Hardy, the catcher, will be the hitter. Safe. They couldn't hold on to the ball. Good throw. Becca Walker got over there and had to catch the ball at the same time making the tag, running with the runner. So the pitch went in the dirt, and that allows the runner to go to third. Hit in the gap in right center field. Somerville's going to get on the board first. In with a double is Hardy. So Somerville jumps on Classical here for a run in the first. French, the second baseman, will be the hitter. So another runner in scoring position as the ball's low. Swing and a miss. Hustle got this one and one tomorrow. Two big games. If they win them both, they win the South Division. And we could almost guarantee they would get a home game in the state tournament. they're 13-5 here, they would finish 15-5, and that would more than likely get them a home game. High for ball 4. Ventura, the shortstop, will be the hitter. This is the swan song for Somerville softball in the Northeastern Conference. Tomorrow when they play Everett, it will be Everett's swan song. Everett, Somerville, Malden, Medford, all voted out of the Northeastern Conference. They'll go back for their own GBL league. Revere is going to drop out and join them. Pop up off the glove. They get the force at second. Good heads up. They almost got a double play. The runner held it at first, but off the glove of Wilkins trying to make the long stretch. They let the runner go to second. Zico, the center fielder, was the hitter. Second and third, 2 outs. Also trying to keep the damage to a minimum. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. High for a ball. Swing and a miss. Oh, she strikes Zico out, leaves the runners at second and third. But Grover, the leadoff hitter, manufactures a run. The single, the ground to the second. Goes to third on a pitch in the dirt, and then scores on the double by Hardy. So we get a run with 2 base hits. The walk didn't hurt. Warren got her first strikeout. And we'll move into the bottom half of the first. He'll be the center fielder, Maggie McHale, leading off. Amanda Wilkins will play first and bat second. Batting third, Kayla Morrow, the second baseman. Kiara Edmonds will play left field and bat fourth. Batting fifth is Becca Walker, the shortstop. Catching and batting sixth, Maddie Dana, the right fielder. Kira Collins will hit number 7. Pitching and batting eighth is Brooke Warren. Mary Collins will be the designated player today, hitting number 9, and she's hitting for the third baseman, Izzy Fessler. So Classical's got a little catching up to do. Hawkins on the mound. Somerville was a little late getting here. As I walked out, getting ready to get with the lineups and stuff, they didn't bother taking infield because they were late. Maggie McHale will try to get stuff started for the Lady Rams. In for a strike. Maggie McHale, one of those seniors for senior night, and she multi-sport athlete. Missed outside for a ball. Pitch looked high, but I think he said she swung. She ran up like she was going to try and bunt it. Hit past third base, foul. Tough to ask these seniors come back and play a game on. They better hurry, they're not going to get her. Didn't even bother throwing it. McHale gets an infield hit. McClaskill has the tying run on base, and she can fly. Amanda Wilkins having a very good year, offensively and defensively. She gets the bunt down, wobbled just enough. When you put pressure on the defense, they have to make those plays. That's what you're looking for. Back-to-back infield hits. Kayla Morrow, the second baseman. Another one of those seniors. Hit up the middle. She jumped on the first pitch. We got interference. If the base runner had known, the base runner going to third could have made the turn, could have tried to score, and would have been safe with the shortstop interference. The runner ran right into the shortstop. McClaskill has the bases loaded for Carrie Edmonds. Umpire put his hand up, interference. But you don't automatically get a base. You have to be going to the base. And if you're tagged out, they're going to say, guess what? You're not out because the shortstop interfered with you. Hit foul past first base. Oscar with a golden opportunity here. Up and away for a ball. Out at the plate. Now they throw it away. The run will score. So I think the runner at first base is out. She can't go because first base was occupied. Edmonds struck out on the play for the first out. McHale got tagged out at the plate for the second out. Wilkins going to third, scores the run on the throwing error by the catcher. Marvel only got as far as second base. Klaskill's tied it up, but they had a golden opportunity to have a lot more. Edmonds chased the pitch that was down and away, didn't catch up to it. It went to the backstop. High for a ball. This is Becca Walker. So Michaela's out automatically because first base was occupied. Then the runner trying to score, Michaela got tagged out at the plate. Walker takes off on a pitch in the dirt. She's at third base. Wilkins going to third. They thought they had her. They threw it in the left field, and Wilkins scored. So out of all that, bases loaded, nobody out, they only have one run. Walker draws a walk. It'll bring up Maddie Dana, the catcher. They almost threw that ball away. They were throwing it to the shortstop. She was breaking the second. They almost threw it to the shortstop hole as Walker went to second base. I think Maddie Dana was trying to protect the swing of that pitch that was way down and away. Hit up the middle for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. Dana comes through on her senior night with a big 2-out hit. So it looked like Glasgow was going to miss on a golden opportunity. They'll run for Dana at first. Maddie comes up with a big 2-out hit. Kira Collins got a memory she won't forget. They played against Gloucester yesterday at Lynn Woods Field, the home of Wyoming Little League, and she hit a shot and a half over the left field fence for a home run. Reese Brinkler is running for Dana. Hit in the left field for a base hit in the gap. Brinkler's going to go on to third. And that's going to continue the inning. Collins with a big hit. First and third for the Lady Rams. And Brooke Warren can help herself here. The pitcher is up. She's the 8th hitter in the inning. Swing and a miss. They throw the ball at third. They almost threw it away. They bounced it to third baseman Grover. She made a nice play stopping it. Down and away for a ball. Collins has stayed at first base. I thought she would try to steal second. Up and away for a ball. 2-1, pitcher against pitcher. Hawkins the pitcher for Somerville. Brooke Warren for Glasgow up at bat. Gets a base hit into left field. The beat goes on for the Rams. Warren helps herself with a base hit. Mary Collins is the 9th hitter in the inning, and we'll have a runner for Warren. I think it's Mackenzie Shea. So 2 on, 2 off for Mary Collins. She's a designated player hitting for the third baseman, Fussler. 6 hits, 3 of them come with 2 outs. Chased that pitch, was way over her head. Fishing wide. Top of the order, Maggie McHale on deck. Little soft pop right to the third baseman. So Classical sends 9 to the plate. They get 6 base hits. Somerville got 1 in the top of the first. English says, we'll see your 1, we'll raise you 3. And Classical winds up with the lead at the end of 1. Warren's now got a lead to work with. It's Classical 4. Somerville 1 at the end of 1. Bottom 3 in the order for Somerville as we start the second inning. Looked like Classical was going to miss on a golden opportunity. They had the bases loaded and nobody out. And then it became 1 run in with 2 outs. A walk extended the inning and then 3 straight hits. Three RBI, 1 scored on the throwing over to third base trying to get Wilkins. And they moved ahead of Somerville 4-1. Hit foul to the backstop both times. This is Silva, the right fielder. Swing and a miss. So she ended the first with a strikeout. She starts the second with a strikeout. Warren now has 2. And Pasqualino, the first baseman, will be the hitter for Somerville. Foul tip goes to the backstop. Swing and a miss. Warren jumps ahead. The 0-2 pitch. Yeah, it didn't miss by much. Again, that's a tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. Chased that high pitch, was overhead and just got a piece and fouled it off. Somerville, the uniforms have been great for Memorial Day. Red, white, and blue. Classical in usual green and gold. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. 3 in a row for Warren. LeChandry, the left fielder, will be the hitter. Slices it over the Classical dugout, out of play. And she hits her on the foot. Well, that extends the second inning. In for a strike. Umpire behind home plate is a miss. a young lady. Hit the shot, they'll get the force. Walker, tomorrow, they've done that quite often. Play goes 6-4 for the third out. The hit batsman doesn't hurt. Two strikeouts in the inning by Warren. She's got 3 in 2 innings. And just as it was in the top of the first, the bottom of the first for Glasgow, it'll be the same in the bottom of the second. It'll be the top of the order. They batted around in the first, getting 4. Hawkins will start her second inning of work. Glasgow got 3 straight hits to load the bases. A runner knocked down at home, trying to score on a swinging strike 3 that went to the backstop. And then trying to get the runner going to third, they threw in the left field. The run scored. The strikeout was the first out. The play at the plate was the second out, but then a walk and 3 more hits in a row. A 2 RBI single by Maddie Dana, an RBI single by Brooke Warren, and that turned that 1-1 tie into a 4-1 lead for the Lady Rams. Maggie McHale got a base hit. She was the one that 3 straight infield hits by Glasgow loaded the bases in the first. She was the one that tried to score from third when Edmonds struck out swinging and the ball went to the backstop. Low again, 2-0. I think she had a little late jump from third because I don't know whether she thought she fouled it and didn't go right away, and then somebody yelled go. Because more often than not, she's going to score. She is very quick. Slicing it foul down the third base side. Way overhead for ball 4. She's on for the second time. Second walk given up by Hawkins. Wilkins got an infield hit. She scored the run to tie it. She was the one going to third on that strikeout throw out, and they threw it into left field. Nobody covering second base. They throw it into center field. She squared to bunt. First baseman charged. Second baseman went to first. The shortstop didn't get to second base. McHale able to walk in. It wound up with the center fielder Zico fielding the ball. So Glasgow has a runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Low for a ball. Way inside. Glasgow today, Somerville, tomorrow, Everett. They win today and tomorrow. They win the South Conference Championship. Hit in the air. Shortstop Ventura makes the little basket catch. So 1 away. Kayla Morrow got an infield hit. She came around to score the run that broke the 1-1 tie. Off to catch it to the backstop. Easily going to third is McHale. Also looking to add to that 4-1 lead. Runner to third, one out here in the bottom of the second. High for a ball. Morrill, I think her father told me, is off to Regis College. What an outstanding university. And they're getting a good one. Off the pitcher. That play is going to go 1-6-3. Nice job by Ventura to pick up the deflection. Morrill will get an RBI. So now it's 5-1. Kara Edmonds struck out swinging. Hits it to third. They throw it away. She's going to continue on to second base. They threw it in the dirt. Would have been the third out. Instead, Edmonds is at second base. So the inning goes on with the second error by Somerville in the game. Becca Walker, the shortstop, walked and scored. In for a strike. This young lady has been quite a treat to watch in the softball. She's as smooth as I've seen in a long time at shortstop. She's got some big hits for Classical. She was part of the basketball team that made the state tournament. She's a terrific young lady. Hit slowly to third. They're going to have to hurry. They just got a nice play by Grover, the third baseman. That wasn't hit that hard. Classical gets another run. We finished 2 here at the Grace Regato softball field in the Babe Ruth complex. Classical just added another run. It's now 5-1 Classical over Somerville at the end of 2. 2-3-4 for Somerville as we start the third inning. Warren's on the mound, got another run to work with, and they chase the high pitch high and tight. Hawkins, the pitcher, grounded out second to first. And she gets hit on the arm. Second hit batsman. Two out of 3 innings, Somerville's got the leadoff hitter on base. Hardy hit the ball in the right center field for a double, knocked in the 1 run that Somerville has back in the first inning. They send the runner safe at second base. You usually put a pinch runner in for the pitcher, so you usually don't see the pitcher stealing, but Hawkins stayed in the game and stole second base. Swing and a miss. Bunts it, foul. Swung and missed it. Earlier pitch, didn't show bunt, then all of a sudden I think she's trying to bunt for a hit. It's brought Fessel a little closer at third base. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout. French, the second baseman, drew a walk. Swing and a miss. That wasn't a replay. That was the same swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch up and coming. Strike 3 called in the corner. Good pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts for the second time in the game by Brooke Warren. So 2 outs with a runner at second. Ventura hit a little pop-up that was as far as Wilkins could stretch it, went off her glove. Morrow, the second baseman, almost caught the deflection. Out at second base. The run scores. Zico gets the hit that brings the run in. And as Zico tried to go to second, Dana put the ball right on the money. So the play actually goes from the right fielder Collins to the first baseman Wilkins to the catcher trying to get the runner coming home, and then back to the shortstop, knocking down the runner at second base. So the hit batsman hurt because it came around to score. Somerville closes to within 4-2. Warren picked up her 4th and 5th strikeouts, but she hit her second batter, and that, with the stolen base, set up the run with the hit to right field. Just beyond the reach, that little pop. Morrow went back as far as she could, just couldn't get to it. Kira Collins got the throw back quickly to Amanda Wilkins. They tried to knock the runner down at the plate, couldn't. But when the throw to the plate, the runner tried to go to second. Dana put it right on the money, and Walker made the tag at second to get the third out. I think I said 4-2. It's actually 5-2. They got 4. They got an extra run. Glasgow did in the second. So it's 5-2. And it's Maddie Dana who got a base hit, knocking in 2 her first time. Popped up. Long run, nobody's going to get there, too far. Maddie Dana, Kira Collins, Brooke Warren, the 3 hitters. Wide for a ball. Hit Solly, a shortstop, off her glove, can't make the play. Dana will reach on the error. So Somerville has made an error an inning. We got another pinch runner. Brinkler again. Brinkler ran for Dana the last time and scored a run. She'll run again for Dana at first base. This is the difference between this and baseball. You can run for Dana in baseball. You can do it once. Again, nobody covering second base. Again, second baseman went to first baseman charged, shortstop went to third, second base is wide open. They threw it into center field again. High for a ball. So in baseball, it's the re-entry rule. You can go out of the game once, come back once. Softball, if you're the pitcher or catcher, you can go out every inning if you get on every inning. There's no penalty for you. There's no penalty for the person running for you. Brinkler has run for Matty Dana twice. And later in the game, Brinkler could go in and play left field and hit for whoever she replaces. Baseball, you can't do that. You can go out of the game once, come back once. Second time you go out, you're out. They put it into softball to speed up the game. I don't know why they don't put it in the baseball. Baseball surely needs the game to be speeded up a little bit more. In for a call strike. Kira Collins got a base hit. Her first trip. Hit foul off the backstop. Way inside. That almost hit Collins. Down and away for ball 4. So an error and a walk put 2 on with nobody out for Brooke Warren. Let's see if Brooke tries to bunt. She got a base hit and knocked in a run, her first at bat. Third baseman is squeezing. Took it high for a ball. Didn't look like she was going to bunt. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Mary Collins, the designated player, on deck. Way up, that looked like it was going to the backstop. Hardy, the catcher, went way up to grab that one. Chop foul at home plate. Up and in, she swung right through it. Second strikeout for Hawkins. Mary Collins went the other way with it. She had a little soft line drive right to the third baseman, ending the first inning. Squares the bunt. The ball goes to the backstop. That'll move the runners up. Makes it a little more difficult on the defense. They don't have the potential double play on the ground ball. They don't have a force at any base. Collins with a chance to get a run or two back. Tries to bunt and fouls it off. Hit right back to the pitcher. Nice job by Hawkins. That was going up the middle. Collins hit it well. Hawkins took it away. Nice defense by the pitcher, helping herself. So 2 away with 2 on. Maggie McHale has singled and walked and scored a run. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. Missed outside for a ball. Most slim people know who I'm talking about. Soup Campbell is the umpire on the base pass. He's had to make a few calls so far. Hit to the second baseman. They're going to have to hurry. They don't get her. It's an infield hit. McHale told her she can fly. She gets an RBI. Brinkler scores her second run. Collins moves over to third. Amanda Wilkins will be the hitter. Off the catcher's glove. Again, nobody covering second base. McHale just walks in. So it's second and third now with 2 outs. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. Get out in front, hit it hard, pulled it foul past third base. So we'll do it again. Wilkins is the first baseman for the Lady Rams. Hit in the air, foul. Nice play by the third baseman. She went back, reached over her head in foul territory, and picked it off. Nice defense by Grover, the third baseman. Somerville got a run in the top of the third to get back within 4-2. Clarksville comes right back and gets their 4-run lead back. They get the run back on the bottom of the third on the RBI single by McHale. We've completed 3 here. It's Clarksville 6, Somerville 2. Bottom 3 in the order for Somerville as we start the 4th inning. Silver, the right fielder, was a strikeout victim. Squares the bunt, pops it up off the top of the backboard. The backstop. If it was a backboard, there would be in a gym. Silver struck out swinging her first trip. Somerville led once. They got a run on the top of the first. Glasgow quickly took charge, getting 4 in the bottom of the first. They got another one in the second. Somerville got 1 in the third. Glasgow answered, getting 1 in the bottom of the third. So Glasgow scored in every inning so far. Hit foul over the Somerville dugout. Started to pull the trigger when the pitcher was way up and held up. Fouls it back to the backstop and stays alive. Down and away for a ball. Warren starting her fourth inning of work. Hit back to the mound. Brooke Warren helps herself. 1 up, 1 down in the fourth. Pasqualino, the first baseman, struck out swinging her one trip. Fishing low and away. In on the hand, she fouls it over the Somerville dugout, out of play. And the count evens at 1. Swing and a miss. The 1-2 pitch, up and coming from Brooke Warren. Strike 3 called on the corner. She's got at least 1 in every inning. Lachonry, the left fielder, got hit by a pitch. And the batter stayed in the batter's box thinking it was a foul ball. The umpire said no, she got hit. So she gets hit for the second time. 3 hit batsmen in the game for Somerville. And we're back to the top of the order. Grover singled and scored the first run of the game. Bounced into a fielder's choice. Punt popped up and fouled. This is a pinch hitter. This is Fariv hitting for Grover. High for a ball. Slaps it to third. Fessler with the nice play. So we're halfway through the ball game. Somerville is out. Six to 2, Glasgow on top. Three, 4, 5 for the Rams. Kayla Morrow, Kiara Edmonds, Becca Walker. Kayla Morrow singled and scored in the first. Hit the ball off the pitcher's glove and got thrown out by the shortstop, but got an RBI when the runner scored from third. She fouls it, slicing it off to the third base side. Hawkins forgot to let go of that one. She bowled that one in. That rolled. As soon as it left her hand, it was on the ground, rolling into home plate. Down the way, 2-1 to the Rams' second baseman. Hit in the air to center field. Almost in her tracks. Zico, the center fielder, makes the play. Ball hit it well, but she hit it right at the center fielder. 1 up, 1 down in the fourth. Edmonds struck out swinging, reached on an error. Little check swing. I think she was trying to hold up. She winds up hitting it right to the second baseman, French. 2 quick outs in the fourth. Becca Walker's walked and scored, grounded to third. Way inside, almost hit her. Walker is the shortstop, and a very good one. Down and away for a ball. In for a strike. Hit the second base. And that'll be the first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game for either team. Brookwater's come close twice, getting the first 2, but then hit a batter both times. Hawkins finally gets a 1-2-3 inning. We've completed 4 in this Northeastern Conference battle. Lake Classical 6, Somerville 2. Top of the order for Somerville as we start the 5th inning. Go over a single to reach center fielder's choice. Made a couple of plays at third base. Hit to the mound. Warren makes the play. Hawkins, the pitcher, will be the hitter. She's grounded out second or first. Got hit by a pitch and scored a run. She stole second and scored on the 2-out hit by Ventura to get them back within 5-2, but then Classical got that run back in the bottom of the inning to get their 4-run cushion back. That one bounced in. High for a ball. Hit foul back and out of play. Just missed a little bit high. Hit foul again. Hawkins is wearing Brooke Warren out in this at bat. He's fouled off 4 or 5 pitches. High for ball 4. That's a good at bat by the pitcher. On for the second time, drawing the walk. Second walk given up by Warren. Hardy, the catcher, doubled in a run, struck out swinging. Last time Hawkins was on first, he stole second. He throws down to first, he dives back. Bunts it, foul ball. Wilkins was there quickly. Dana came out from behind the plate. She grabbed it, made sure it stayed foul. Hit in a right center field for a base hit. Hawkins was on the move. Stops at second base. So after an out, a walk and a hit, put 2 on for Somerville. French, the second baseman, has walked and was called on strikes. Foul tip held on by Dana. The double in the first inning was shot to right center field. The other hits just found spots, bouncing in just over the head of the infielders. Tried a bunt and missed it. Down and away for a ball. Hawkins the walk is at second. Hardy, the base hit, is at first. 1 out here in the 5th. Costco leading Somerville 6-2. Tried to check a swing and hit the bat. Went to the backstop for a foul ball. Realized it was high. Tried to stop. Too far out in front, made contact. Hits it over the Somerville dugout, foul. Hit to right field. Tagging up and going to third. Kira Collins there, hit it right at her for the second out. Hawkins tagged and went to third. Hardy stayed at first. Zico struck out swinging. Dump one in the right field for a base hit. Wilkins will make the play herself. So Somerville puts a couple on. They get a run as far as third. Warren induces the little ground ball. The walk and the base hit don't hurt. First inning that Warren did not get a strikeout. Six, 7, and 8 for the Rams, starting the fifth inning. Maddie Dana will lead off for the second time, followed by Kira Collins and Brooke Warren. Hawkins will start her fifth inning of work. Still hasn't been a gorgeous day. It's been cool enough to wear a sweater, jacket, maybe both. Sun has tried to pop out a couple of times. Not a real cold breeze, but just breezy enough that you couldn't wear t-shirts and shorts. Well, there are some strong people who are doing that. I don't know how they do that, because it is chilly. Maddie Dana singled in two, reached on another. Both times Brinkler ran for her, both times Brinkler scored. Hesitated enough, the pitch was outside. Maddie, we always mention, daughter of very successful St. Mary's coach, baseball coach, Derek Dana. Slicing it off to the right side out of play. Conley is the new right fielder for Somerville. Solid hit right to the second baseman. They knock it down and make the play. French stayed with it. They get Dana for the first time. Five in a row retired by Hawkins. Kira Collins is perfect. She singled and walked. That one bounces off the catcher. Hit in the left field for a base hit, so she stays perfect. Brooke Warren singled, getting an RBI. Last time up, she struck out swinging. And normally you steal second base here because nobody ever covers second. Hit on the ground to second base. He didn't get a chance to steal second. They hit the first pitch. French makes her second play in the inning. Collins moves into scoring position at second base for Mary Collins, who is lined to the third baseman and lined to the pitcher. In for a strike. She's batting for the third baseman, Fessler. Hit foul to the backstop. Quickly 0-2. So Hawkins had retired 6 in a row before that hit by Collins. Chase the high pitch for strike 3. Only the third strikeout for classical hitters. They're down in the 5th. They scored all in the first 3 innings. They haven't scored since, but they're holding on at the end of 5. Classical 6, Somerville 2. We'll start the 6th inning. 6, 7, and 8 for Somerville. Zico, the center fielder, will lead it off. She has struck out and bounced to the pitcher. Hit the shot. Is Walker making another play. 1 pitch, 1 out. Conley, who went into right field, will be the hitter. Up for the first time. In for a strike. Popped up. It's going to go out of play. The 0-2 pitch up and coming. Down and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. 7th strikeout for Warren. Two up, 2 down in the 6th. Pasqualino, the first baseman, is struck out and got hit by a pitch. Swing and a miss. Hit in the air to short left field. Coming on. Can't make the play. Long run for Edmonds. Beyond Walker, the shortstop, in front of the left fielder. Pasqualino gets a base hit to extend the inning. LeChonry, the left fielder, got hit by a pitch, grounded out third to first. In for a strike. 2 quick strikes. Waves at that pitch for strike 3. Oh, Brooke gets him. She gets him in 2s. Somerville's down to the last 3 outs. Hawkins comes out to start her 6th inning. Somerville got that 1 run in the first to grab a lead, and that was their only lead. Glasgow came back and got 4. They batted around in the first and got 4. They had a run in the second to make it 5-1. Somerville closed to within 5-2 with a run in the third. Glasgow got that run back on the bottom of the third to make it 6-2. And neither team has scored since then. He'll be the top of the order for the Lady Rares. Maggie McHale, Amanda Wilkins, Kayla Morrow. Michaela's perfect. She singled, walked and scored, singled in a run. She's also stole a couple of bases. Waves at that pitch for strike 1. Low for a ball. Nice, the bunt pushes it foul. Down the way for a ball. The count evens at 2. McHale is the Rams center fielder. That one bounced well out in front of home plate. The count goes full. Hit foul to the backstop. And we'll do it again with the count full. That's ball 4, so McHale stays perfect. 2 walks, 2 hits. Amanda Wilkins singled and scored, popped the shot, popped to third. What they've been doing so far is, with McHale on, fake the bunt, steal second. They get the bunt down. Very nice play by the third baseman, Grover. Soon as Amanda Wilkins shortened up, she was flying to home plate. So the sacrifice moves McHale over to second. Kayla Morrow singled and scored. Bounced out off the pitcher's glove to the shortstop, thrown out, but it got her an RBI, and she flies to center field. So she's 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. McHale scored from third when that ball went off the pitcher's glove and Morrow got thrown out by the shortstop. Hit up the middle for a base hit. McHale easily scores her second run. Morrow gets her second RBI, her second hit. So the sacrifice works. Morrow moved down to second on a throw to the plate. Kier Edmonds struck out, reached on error, grounded out second to first. Squares to bunt, and that's that play. Third baseman charges, and it's a foot race. Shortstop and the base runner both running towards third base, and it's got to be perfect. More often than not, they're going to throw the ball away. They got the ball to shortstop, but Morrow easy steals third base. Tried to get the bunt down and missed it. Popped it foul off the first base side. One run in, one out, a runner at third. They're taking a look at the catcher, and she might have got a piece of that ball off her hand. I want to give her a chance to throw. She says she's okay. Edmonds back in the box. Morrow back at third. Hit right back to the pitcher. She holds the runner at third. Nice play by Hawkins. She's a good fielding pitcher. One bounce right back to the pitcher. The first thing she did was look right at the runner at third, froze her, and then made the play. So 2 outs on with a runner at third for Becca Walker. She's walked and scored. Grounded to third, grounded to second. In for a strike. Wide for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Down and away for a ball. Low for a ball. Hit foul. Out of play. The count goes full. Slices it foul again. Out of play. Bottom of the 6th, a run in, 2 outs, a runner at third. Glasgow leading it now 7-2. Well on their way to their 14th win. And that's going to be ball 4. Walker draws her second walk. Hawkins has walked 4. Walker's got 2 of them. Maddie Dana singled in 2. Reached on an error. Both times Brinkler running for her scored. Last time up, she bounced out second to first. She hit the ball hard. Hit it right at the second baseman. Lined into center field for a base hit. And the center fielder felt that one. That one off her leg. She's favoring that right leg. A solid shot by Dana. She gets her third RBI. That's her second two-out hit. Now they have to come out and check on the center fielder. That was a solid shot that went off right about maybe just below the knee. Hopefully it didn't hit a bone. So Zico says she's okay. That was a solid shot by Dana. It skipped off the grass and hit her right, hopefully just below the knee. And it's just cool enough that that would really hurt. It's going to hurt anyway, but with the cold weather, it's even worse. Hit to center field. Over the center fielder's head. 2 runs they're going to score. Kira Collins is perfect. She's got 3 hits. This one a triple. She scores on the wild pitch. So Glasgow's got into double digits just after they went out to check on the center fielder. Just what they needed. The ball hit to the center fielder. It went over Zico's head for a triple. Collins scores on the wild pitch. Brooke Warren is the 8th hitter in the inning. They batted 9th in the first. So they broke on this, not that it wasn't already over, at 6-2 going into this inning. But now they've added 5. It's now 11-2. Brooke Warren singled in a run, struck out, grounded to second. Hit to center field. Nice play. Really nice play by Zico. Took a base hit away with a shoestring catch. Picked it right off the grass. So Glasgow sends 8 to the plate. 5 of them score. They're 3 outs away from their 14th win. And that will put them 1 game away from winning the South Division Championship. It's 11-2 Glasgow at the end of 6. Abby Fowler will be the new pitcher. She'll pitch the 7th inning. The new left fielder is Mackenzie Shea. So Brooke Warren goes 6, gives up 2 runs. They were earned. 5 hits, walked 2, struck out 8, hit 3. One of the hit batsmen scored. The walks were not important on the scoring column. Grover, the third baseman, will lead it off. She is singled, bounced to a fielder's choice, bounced to the pitcher. She'll face Fowler for the first time. Abby is the daughter of Timmy Fowler, that was an outstanding pitcher, won back-to-back state championships with St. Mary's. He now coaches with Derek Dana. Derek was his catcher when Timmy was pitching, helping St. Mary's win those state championships. He's a very good assistant coach at St. Mary's. It didn't miss by much. Up and away for a ball. Evens the count at 2. Hit back to the mound. Fowler makes the play. One up, one down in the seventh. Hawkins, the pitcher, is grounded out, got hit by a pitch, and walked. When she got hit by a pitch, she scored the second run for Somerville. So she's 0 for 1, but she scored a run. She's been on base twice. Here's Becca Walker making another great play. That's a base hit up the middle going to the center field. She took 2 steps to her left, speared it, made that good throw, and Somerville is down to their last out. Heidi, the catcher, doubled in a run in the first, struck out swinging, got a base hit. So she's 2 for 3 with an RBI. Up and away for a ball. Up and away again. High for ball 3. Hardy draws a walk. She's on for the third time. French, the second baseman, walked, called it on strikes, fly to right. And she's facing Fowler for the first time. Hit the second base. Morrow will make the play, and that'll do it. Classical had lost 2 out of 3. They get back on the winning side. They'll get to play Everett tomorrow, looking for the South Championship. They pick up their 14th win to go 14-5, and a win tomorrow, 15-5, would almost certainly get them a home game to start the state tournament. Some will get on the board first with an RBI double by Hardy. Classical answered with 4 in the bottom of the first. Wilkins scored on an error. A 2-run single by Dana and an RBI single by Warren, and that was really all that Brooke Warren needed. Made it 4-1. They got a run in the second. McHale walked, stolen base, a wild pitch put her at third. Morrill hit the ball off the pitcher's glove, got thrown out by the shortstop, but McHale scored, giving Morrill the RBI. It was 5-1. Somerville closed as close as they would come, 5-2. With an RBI single by Ventura. But Classical got that back in the bottom of the third. An error, a stolen base, a wild pitch. Their second 2-out hit, this one by McHale, made it 6. And then they exploded for 5 in the 6th inning. The big hit, a 2 RBI triple by Collins. Dana got her 3rd RBI with a base hit. Morrill got an RBI. And that made it 11, and that was all they needed. It just put the game on ice at that point. Fowler came in and gave up a walk, but got 3 quick outs. So for Classical, McHale was perfect. She got 2 hits, 2 walks, scored 2, knocked in a run. Wilkins had a base hit, scored a run. Her sacrifice set up a run. Morrill had 2 base hits, scored 2, knocked in a run. Becca Walker walked twice, both times she scored. Maddie Dana had 2 singles, reached on an error. Had 3 RBI, and Brinkler running for her scored 3 times. Kira Collins was perfect. She had 2 singles, a triple, and a walk. Knocked in 2, scored a run. Brooke Warren had an RBI single. Everybody getting in the act, everybody contributing, and Classical gets back on the winning track after they lost a tough one to Gloucester yesterday. They'll try to make it 2 in a row to finish out the season. They get Everett tomorrow at Everett. A win there would give them the South Division Championship and would be a nice little boost, winning 2 in a row going into the state tournament. The pairings will come out in the middle of next week. So Glasgow leading going into the 6th, put it away with a 5-run 6th inning. Dana coming up with 3 RBI. Collins got a couple, and they got a couple of 2-out hits. Warren pitched well, striking out 8, giving up only 5 hits. And Glasgow get back on the winning track. They win it 11-2 over Somerville to go 14-5. Somerville will have to wait till next time to pick up their 5th win. So we hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.